Good morning. I'm Monish, co-founder and CTO of Think Analytics, and we have Abhishek Joshi, who is the senior technology lead for the product Algo 360, our alternate credit risk assessment, score and product. Just before we jump into the demo, I would just want to set up a bit of a context. Lending, as we understand, I believe many in the room understand that lending typically breaks down the problem into defining the identity so that we can collect the money and we determine the person is not an impersonator. The ability to pay, he has the right cash flows, and he can afford a loan, and the intent or the desire to pay back. Uh, Now, this simplistic assessment generally takes about a month, upwards of $15 to $20, and sometimes the interest rates could go as high as 40% to 50%. Even after we are done with this, a lot of population is excluded from credit assessment because we do not have their information in the credit bureaus. We at Think Analytics are looking at these problems, these inefficiencies, and trying to solve them. What we have today is a 2 to 3 minute demo of an application journey where the user is onboarded very seamlessly in a very frictionless manner. So let's get started. Over here, we have an app which kind of has a couple of Algo 360 suite SDKs built in. One of them is mobile number verification. So as you can see, what is happening is the mobile numbers are getting auto-verified. The user does not have to input their mobile phone numbers and the OTPs. The SDK auto-detects the numbers and verifies them. The next thing that you do is click a picture of your identity document. And what is happening is this is being verified by the issuing authority. The OCR of this image is happening to pre-fill the form. And I'm taking a selfie, which is being matched by the image that was there in the identity document. So as you would have seen, I have not used the keyboard at all. And we have a pre-filled application form, and the user just has to breeze through all these things. He's applying for a loan, and we have approval. So my loan got approved. Wait a second, how did it get approved? I believe I myself said that it's about identity, ability, and intent. So I'm sure all of you realize that identity happened, but what about ability? What about intent?
To answer that, let me take you to a user dashboard. Within the time the user opened the app and completed the lending journey, we collected alternate data from his phone, ranging from institutional SMSs to his call log behavior to the way he uses his apps and a lot more. So with all this data, we were able to recreate his bank statement, determine if he's salaried or self-employed, give a number to his stable monthly inflow, identify negative events like check bounces, missed credit card payments, due credit cards, missed electricity, telephone, or broadband bills, sort of get a hold of his credit card spending patterns, identify what all loans he has, EMIs he's missed, average monthly balances, sort of get a hold of what investment he makes, the kind of shopping he does, travels, his Uber rides, the kind of trading behavior he shows. So to give you an example for this user, if I just quickly went to the CASA analysis, to sort of give you an example of the granularity and the depth of data points that we consider in the score, we have all his bank accounts listed, the last 4 digits. We have his average credit and debit amounts across 3, 4, 3, 6, 12, and lifetime time periods. Similarly, if I went to the credit card analysis page, we have credit cards listed by bank, his spending patterns, his due amounts versus what he actually ended up paying, whether he missed his payment dates or not. A quick peek at the utility analysis reveals that he pays around 1,200 Indian rupees for electricity, 500 rupees for his phone, around 900 rupees for his municipal bills, and around 700 for his TV. Now, a combination of around 1,000 points lets us evaluate his identity, ability to pay, and intent to pay, thus allowing us to take the decision in a matter of seconds and at a fraction of the cost.
Thanks, Abhishek. I think that was helpful. In this case, we analyzed all this information through the transaction SMSs that were coming through the mobile phone. This is also possible with the open API, open banking APIs, as well as the PDF bank statements that a user can upload. So to sum it up, Algo 360 has processed more than 10 million applications in current year itself. So technologically, it has been tested for scale, for reliability. Our score works, meaning our score has been tested and it has been developed over the period of 2 years now, and it has been tested for performance by largest of the banks in India, NBFCs, fintechs, and bureaus also. So we wait a second. Yeah. So what we are saying is that right now the solution is ready in its state to be taken, to be scaled to new markets. Our time to scale it to different markets could be anywhere between 4 to 6 weeks. We strongly believe that solutions like Algo 360 will act as a major catalyst in bringing forward the tipping point for financial inclusion. We are sure many of you are working on the new to credit segment as well as financial inclusion and real-time decisioning. So we'll be happy to catch up with you guys after you have taken the lunch, and see you around. Thank you.
So get lending, get Algo 360.
360.
Thanks.